Good Tuesday morning and welcome to our new weekly edition of Get More with Rohr. This week we will be discussing the slowdown in the labor markets, how jobless claims beat estimates last week, and is the dollar weakening? The following is not financial, legal, investment, or tax advice. It is for informational and educational purposes only. Good morning. I am Joanne Ullman, Chief Operations Officer at Rohr Capital Management. Every week we are honored to remind you that our mission at Rohr Capital Management is to make a difference every day in the lives of our neighbors and community by providing financial services and strong support to empower our clients to pursue all dreams imaginable and live their best life.
Good morning, I'm Taj Rohr. First, let's discuss the slowdown of the labor markets. After a tough March, April, and part of May, the United States economy finally started showing a little pulse after the massive national shutdown. In April alone, over 20 million jobs were lost, and fortunately, over 7 million of those have been added back. But now that we are looking at the data for July, are the job numbers starting to slip again with the increase in COVID-19 patients? I think it's very important to keep in mind that most businesses are very concerned about what the future holds. With the Paycheck Protection Program being pretty much wrapped up, as well as the $600 weekly unemployment stimulus expiring the end of July, one would think there's going to be a push for people to want to get back to work, but will the jobs be available? We will see. Moving on, how jobless claims beat estimates last Thursday. It is exciting to hear that last Thursday the number of new unemployment insurance claims did improve, but unfortunately still was above 1 million. Per the Labor Department's weekly report, we see that the initial jobless claims week ended August 1 was 1.186 million versus 1.4 million expected. Last week's report was the 20th straight week of new claims that topped 1 million. This brings the total, including furloughs and layoffs, to over 55 million individuals in the United States. The number of claims last week was at the lowest point since the pandemic started. This too is encouraging. Finally, we wanted to briefly discuss a concern many people have. Is the United States dollar weakening? Over the last quarter, we have seen a massive impact from the virus on profits, but it sure doesn't seem to be parallel with what we've seen in the stock market pricing over the last few days. Probably one of the biggest stories we have seen in the financial markets over the last month or so has been around this question: what is the value of the dollar? Since the March 23rd stock market pricing, the dollar has appeared to continuously slip in value, trading at its lowest level in over 2 years. There is a lot of question right now as to if the dollar's global status will be negatively impacted by the recent events. Currently, many regard the dollar as the world's reserve currency. Many also question if there is a correlation between the dollar and the equity markets, and how the correlation between the dollar and the future equity markets will be impacted. Per Nicholas Cullis, co-founder of DataTrack Research, looking back at the market's performance during periods of rising and falling dollars since the 2008 financial crisis, quote, "There is no long-run correlation between how the dollar trades in any given year and how the U.S. equities perform," end quote. While the weaker dollar may not impact the market in a broad sense, there is data to support that sectors that do tend to see a negative impact from the weak dollar include utilities and real estate. On the other hand, sectors that have seen the best impact from the weaker dollar include growth, technology, energy, and momentum stocks.
We certainly hope you have enjoyed this week's edition of Get More with Rohr. We invite you to check us out on our website or Facebook page for more information and happenings at the firm. Please also remember to like and share this video with friends and family. Finally, if you know someone who might benefit from the services we provide here at Rohr Capital Management, the finest compliment you could ever give back to us is a referral to a friend or family member that we might help. Until next time, we wish you a healthy, safe, and prosperous week And don't forget, get more with Rohr Capital Management.